Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Hello and welcome to Nava Karnataka, a stage of continuous progress where we focus now on the manufacturing and engineering space. It has been through a mix of public-private partnerships and competitive policies which have invited some of the biggest names, both Indian and foreign, right here into the state. Here's a quick overview.
With 401 R&D centers and GSDP of 12.80 lakh crore rupees in 2018, Karnataka is soon becoming an ideal choice for investment in India. The government of Karnataka is ensuring their policies and infrastructure promote industrial development. The government is trying to give a boost to the sector by building more industrial clusters, forging public-private partnerships, and developing more SEZs. Let's take a look at its course of action.
And joining us now is Medium and Heavy Industries Minister, Mr. R.V. Deshpande. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Namaskar.
Let's start off first with the ease of doing business. From 2016, when Karnataka had slipped to 13th position, it thereby improved sharply to the 6th place in 2017. And I believe in 2018, you've done even better. What do you think have been the key factors behind this sharp improvement in the ease of doing business?
Karnataka is a very progressive state and thinks ahead of time. In 2002, I was also looking industries then. We brought an act on ease of doing business in 2002. No state had that. I was a concerned minister when we got Toyota, we got Volvo. I was the man who was looking after that.
Right.
Still we got. 5 states were competing. But we got it. Because inherent strength of Karnataka, I will recognize this. All the departments are cooperated. Our new program is that we call single window agency. But it doesn't actually become single. It becomes 10 door. So we want to make it perfectly one door. If that happens, then I think things will be more faster than what are happening today.
I have a question about the land bank because again, there is a perception and some industries also must have shared feedback that when it comes to the land and actually it being allocated, there have been delays and many years in fact. So that has created some sort of...
I fully agree with you that in maybe 5%, 8% cases, delay has occurred. Why? Now, one industry was here. What is their problem? We allotted them land, 30 acres. They have taken position. But there is one government scheme, Section 53. If A was cultivating a government land, even his encroachment, he should be regularized. But under criteria. So they have given applications to the DCs, ACs. They are not getting disposed. So we have taken a decision now. In case they succeed and prove that they are legally entitled to and they come under that scheme, pay them full compensation as per land law, Land Acquisition Act.
I see.
In case they are not eligible, but still if they are encroached, to keep them in good humor, pay them some ex gratia. I have taken that decision today. So, we are trying to see that we try to get as far as possible consent of the owners.
Okay.
So in KIDB, we have an act, KIDB Act, which many states don't have, which is a central enactment. Government of India has also given consent to that.
Right.
Where we acquire lands. And there is one provision, consent provision. If the owner of the land says that I am willing to give land, it is done fast.
I think that's a huge enabler because so many state governments, as you mentioned, are stuck on this.
Stuck on this, yes.
Okay. Let's come to the city of Bangalore. And you have in fact recently suggested this year itself that Bangalore should be made into the second capital in India. But having said that, you're also looking at urban reforms, which are a critical part. How are you looking at this entire issue? Because it's been well advertised and bad publicity has come as far as the state of infrastructure.
Understand. In this case, I would be honest. We have done a lot of work. More than 15,000 crores has been released to the Bangalore city development by the Citadel government.
Right.
But we lack publicity. And unfortunately, the rains which happened in September created a havoc. And the roads were bad, potholes were there.
Right.
And press, television channels, everybody they were blasting us.
So it was a confluence of
Yes,
terrible factors.
Naturally, we are very much worried. But you will see, in the last 4 or 5 months, government has done an excellent job. So government is very clear that infrastructure is the key for economic or social or any other development. Without infrastructure, no investments can come, no prosperity can come. We are one state, the first state in the country to partner with Indian Railways. Politics apart. In case of development, national interest, state interest, I think we have to join hands. And every politician should realize that.
Right. I think, Mr. Deshpande, it's so heartening to hear you say that. And I think that's a message that needs to go out across the country as well, this kind of center-state collaboration. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Karnataka has always been an industry-friendly government. Let's take a look at Volvos Journey and find out why the state appeals to them.
And joining us now on the show is Mr. Kemal Bali, who's the President and Managing Director at Volvo Group. Thanks so much for joining us. And congratulations, 20 years here in India.
Thank you.
What's the journey been like? Are you still as excited by the market?
Absolutely. I think the journey has been very, very fruitful, very interesting, very exciting. India has been offering great opportunity to the Volvo Group. And I think we have reciprocated in a good way. We brought in new paradigms. So at the end of, I would say 19 years, this is the 20th year this year. We're very happy and standing here, very happy to be part of the Indian economy, part of the Indian growth story.
You know, we were speaking to the minister a little while earlier, who was also the heavy industries minister, I think, at the time when you decided to set up the plant, Mr. Deshpande. And he was very proud, and he said, you know, Volvo was one of our big investments, and we were really happy when they came to Karnataka. You must have scouted around the entire country. Every state was vying for your investments. What made you decide to set up roots here?
I think Minister is absolutely right. I completely echo what Minister said. Likewise, we are also very happy to be in Karnataka. But as you rightly said, we did scout around. We did our homework. But ultimately, at the end of the day, what went in favor of Karnataka was the ecosystem and a very progressive talent pool which we found. We found that Karnataka was the right place in terms of talent, in terms of getting the right ecosystem, good education for our managers' children, very good weather, and political dispensation, whichever party it has been, has always been very friendly. I think Karnataka that way has been a very enterprising state. So that is why you see it started with the Silicon Valley of the country, but it's not only just the Silicon Valley. You see automotive sector, you see aerospace, you see defense, you see biotechnology. So you see various segments of economy really flourishing in this state.
You know, the early days were great, and we saw a lot of rush coming in, but infrastructure problems are well known. But the government is also trying to push out the story of Karnataka beyond Bangalore.
Right.
However, we haven't seen those kind of industrial parks really taking up in some of those tier 2, tier 3 cities. As a corporate, how do you view the state and really your investment plans given the infrastructure situation around Bangalore and perhaps possibilities of going outside?
No, you're absolutely right. I think this is one of the challenges which brand Bangalore has created, you know. Today you have crossed 10 million population. Maybe 20 years ago you were just at about 3 million. So I think this is a huge challenge. I think successive governments have taken steps for building the infrastructure, but it has always lagged the kind of growth Bangalore has seen.
Right.
So therefore the attempt to create various corridors around, so there are 2 corridors being discussed.
Right.
One is on this Bangalore-Mumbai, other one is Chennai, Bangalore, Citadel. I think these corridors are being created so that you can spread the industrialization of the state into these corridors, which is a good sign. Then of course there are various hubs being created like Tumkur, Mysore, Davangere, and then Hubli, Dharwad. The issue is, while the intention is good, the infrastructure is being built. I mean, it is not happening at the right pace. So probably also because, as I said in the beginning, Bangalore has become a big magnet. There is an ecosystem existing. companies find it easier to be in Bangalore, even though the government is giving you more SOPs,
outside.
but people are willing to let those SOPs go, but
Right.
actually and be in the comfort of Bangalore ecosystem. So
Right.
that is the challenge, which is it is a paradoxical situation.
How do the next 20 look to you, especially in the context of what's happening here in India, the changes, and of course the world dynamics? Do you see Volvo increasing its engagements within the country?
Absolutely. I think we at Volvo Group globally, we believe India is going to be the country to watch. This is the place where there's all excitement, all energy. And the good part is that Volvo Group is positioned in the right segments of Indian economy.
That's wonderful to hear, and the vote of confidence that's coming from a group such as yours. On that note, Mr. Bali, many thanks, and we wish you all the very best. Well, there you heard it from the Volvo Group about their experience in India, in Karnataka, and how they plan to deepen that relationship. We'll be hearing from many more small and medium enterprises, but that's on the other side of the break. While Make in India has been the pet project of the central government, here in Karnataka, it has been part of its main policy focus for many years, and that has been the reason why manufacturing and engineering industries continue to make a beeline here. So let's understand what is it that makes it such an attractive destination from the key stakeholders involved. Let's meet up now with another marquee company right here in Karnataka, which has had a very interesting journey. I'm talking about Mahindra Electric, and to tell us more, we have the CEO, Mahesh Babu, joining us on the show. Thank you so much. And I just gave an introduction, but there's so much more to your company and the kind of path that it is laying out for itself. Take us through your plans for this year.
This year in Auto Expo, we have displayed 2 concept vehicles and 4 new products, and we also gave 2 platforms. The 2 vehicles, I would say, the Udo and the Atom, both of them are a very out-of-the-box concept cars, which we evaluated, which we will evaluate in the future and displayed in the Auto Expo. We had 4 products, which is the electric KUV, the E2O Next, the Trio, the 3-wheeler. I would say it's a very cute vehicle which will transform the 3-wheeler market in India, and the electric bus.
Your sort of birthplace has taken place here in Bangalore. Of course, that is through several inorganic means as well. But was it in that sense deliberate? You've chosen to stay on here in Karnataka and invest further, perhaps, that this market in a sense is a test case for you as far as customers are concerned?
We are very clear when we acquired Reva in 2010. We are very clear that we will stay with a city like Bangalore and Karnataka on the investment, and we have invested about 600 crores on the company till now. Because electric is a new technology. As I said, electric is just not about vehicle sale. It's about creating the ecosystem around the electric vehicle usage, like connecting the vehicle, the drivers, the passengers, the charging stations, and the way in which you have to charge, the way in which you have to plan your trip. And hence, it's very important that out-of-box thinking, and it's not just an automobile way of doing business, but connecting the whole thing in an IT way of doing business.
Right.
So the electric car by itself is completely tech-savvy with so much embedded and softwares into it. So it's kind of a combination between a perfect, good mobility by a car, added with embedded and softwares into it. So we believe Bangalore and Karnataka is a place where this innovation can happen in an ecosystem of people who have a different mindset, and getting a talent around this is very easy for us in Bangalore. The new plan, which is recently approved by the Karnataka industrial policy and the EV policy, we have applied to expand about 400 crore in next 5 years. But we individually, staying in Bangalore, have a very unique opportunity to innovate new things. If you look at our launch in Auto Expo, the MESMA platform, it is India's first electrically architectured platform which can be used to build multiple vehicles. It came out from our tech center in Bangalore. We have launched a NEMO app, which is a next generation mobility app. So the NEMO app is an app which is a digital platform which connects everything on the ecosystem of electric, and that is developed by learning from here. And if you look at some of the mobility solutions we have worked on, like the lithium urban mobility's employee commute pilot, which we did in Bangalore, it's a very unique. It was a first pilot which we have put 100 cars, and then these cars were taking employees to the IT employees from office to home, and we could able to prove that electric vehicle operationally is economical through that model.
And while we are on the subject of Bangalore, of course, your take on the fact that the government of Karnataka has actually come out with a special policy for electric vehicles, how important was it for you?
It's a very important, very progressive policy which has come out, because the first electric vehicle policy came out from Niti Aayog, which is the central government, and Karnataka was very quick to come up with a draft policy, involve stakeholders. They built up the whole system very quickly, and they are the first one to come out with an EV policy. In fact, out of the EV policy, it had manufacturing, it had demand creation, and it had other ecosystem development. In the manufacturing sector, Mahindra Electric was one among the top 2 to get approved on an expansion plan, where we are investing about 400 crores in next 5 years to expand our capacity, to build skills, and also do testing on our R&D purpose.
Thank you so much for joining us. Those were some great insights and very interesting journey that both you and the company has had right here in Bangalore.
Welcome.
Joining us now is the founder of Citadel Intelligence Systems, Mr. K.K. Shetty. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And welcome to the show, and congratulations, 11 months and we are up and running. This is the company that you've built. Take us through the journey, because you were in the corporate world just about a year ago.
Yes, I worked for almost 30 years in corporate at various multinational companies.
Right.
So I started my own venture somewhere in January 2017. Basically, our approach here is to offer fiber optic solutions to various verticals. For example, in aerospace and defense, enterprise customers, and in enterprise customers we address the data centers as well as hyperscale data centers. Then we also offer solutions in telecom space. If you see, the collective experience of people in fiber optics is more than 250 years. So with that experience, we were able to build this factory within 11 months, and we started hiring a lot of people and building, ordered for equipments, and started assembling it, got our first order before we even started our manufacturing.
Are you talking about your partnership with AFL?
Yes.
Which is the world's second largest in the fiber optic space.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Basically, they were all looking for some partners in India who can understand fiber optics, who can understand the local market. At the same time, they were also looking for somebody who can manufacture fiber optic connectivity products for them. So it was a good equation for us.
So two-way win-win situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You are from Karnataka.
Yes.
Your decision to set up your business here, was it more the homegrown factor, or were there other factors also at play?
Yes, actually, if you see in Karnataka, Bangalore is the well-connected place. You know, the nature of Bangalore is it's a cosmopolitan city. It is a hub for a lot of other things. You can call it as a software hub. You can call it as an engineering hub. Most of the R&D things are happening here. Or aerospace and defense, there is the aerospace hub is also there. So most of the wonderful talent you can get it here. So it is an ideal choice to get connected to the rest of the world. So that's how I thought Bangalore is the best place
absolutely.
to
and
start.
You set up this entire business in 11 months.
Yes, absolutely.
So working with the state government was a smooth process.
Yes, absolutely, it was a smooth process. Otherwise, we would not have been starting our manufacturing and selling and exporting our products. When it comes to the state government, whether it is labor licensing, factory license, or PF or ESI, we never had any pollution control approvals. We never had any issues. Okay. So everything was very smooth, and because of that, within 11 months, we were able to export our products here.
Talking about the future, a final word on where you see Citadel?
Yeah, 5 years we expect our revenues to be around $50 million. And the second year, we expect Citadel to be profitable.
On that note, thank you so much for joining us, and we love your passion and sincerity. It's evident in the people behind you as well, and in the way you're capturing the markets. Well, there you heard it from manufacturing companies right here in Karnataka. Exciting experiences, sharp learning curve. And that brings us to the end of this special series. Thanks so much for joining us, and do remember to tune in to the Nava Karnataka Conclave on the 24th. Goodbye.